The danger of pedophiles rebranding themselves as MAPS, which stands for Minor Attracted Person. Welcome, everyone. My name is Susan Patterson. I'm a national leader in the fight against human trafficking and child exploitation and author of the book, How You Can Fight Human Trafficking, Over 100 Ways to Make a Difference, which you can read for free if you're a subscriber to Kindle Unlimited at Amazon. To begin, I want to acknowledge you for something. It takes a special grace to be willing to be educated on issues relating to sexual exploitation and human trafficking. Many people avoid the subject because it's just too uncomfortable and disturbing. It is this very avoidance that is allowing these crimes against children to escalate. For that reason, we really need to pray for the grace to deal with these issues so that we can join together to raise awareness. Hundreds of thousands of pedophiles meet in the dark web and chat rooms. In one case, the FBI took down one of these chat rooms that had over 200,000 members. The title of that chat room was called Playpen. I know it's disgusting, but this is the reality of what's happening in the dark web. In these chat rooms, the sexual predators strategize how to trick children so they can kidnap them, and also what works to blackmail them into creating and sending them child porn. This is called the sextortion of minors. You can't even imagine the shame these children experience. Children as young as 7 are committing suicide over this, as are many teenage boys and girls. The sextortion of minors is the fastest growing form of sexual assault against children in the world. If you want to find out more about this particular subject, you can see the powerful event we did with Opal Singleton, a nationally recognized cyber exploitation expert. Parents may be vigilant about monitoring their teenage daughters, but think nothing of their 10-year-old uploading a song to TikTok or their 12-year-old boy playing an online game. They are naive about the fact that anyone can claim to be 10, 12, 13 years old or any age when signing up for these games, and using voice-changing software, these pedophiles are playing with our children. In our parents' presentation, we go over all the tricks so parents know what to look for. Other topics of conversation in the pedophile chat rooms is how to gain acceptance and how to avoid getting caught, and how to reduce penalties for when they do get caught for sexually exploiting a minor. One strategy to gain acceptance is to rebrand themselves as MAPS, Minor Attracted Person, so they can be recognized as a gender identity and have all the rights and privileges of a recognized gender. They have created their own pride flag and march in pride parades. While the LGBTQ plus community has not recognized pedophiles as part of their community, the distinctions MAPS is starting to be taught in colleges as a gender identity. There are also no MAPS, meaning one is attracted to children but does not act on it. Their strategy is to normalize pedophilia because once something is normalized, more people would join their forbidden movement and laws could change. This concept of MAPS as a gender identity is all over TikTok, with videos explaining that when we refer to pedophiles as pedophiles, we make them feel like monsters, and we need to respect them by calling them MAPS. They are piggybacking on the movement to call people by the correct pronoun. Luke Malone wrote an article entitled, "You're 16, you're a pedophile, you don't want to hurt anyone, what do you do now?" The article tells the story of a 16-year-old who became addicted to child porn, and in order to protect children from being hurt by him, he tried to commit suicide. He couldn't tell anyone his dark secret. How many thousands of kids are living in anguish because of porn addiction that started with porn being sent to their cell phones? In 2017, Magnolia Consulting did a study on K through 12 school employees' sexual misconduct. This report regarding schools found that an estimated 10% of K through 12 students will experience sexual misconduct by a school employee by the time they graduate from high school. While people who work with children are often asked to be fingerprinted by the FBI, this really is not that effective as a strategy to prevent child exploitation. According to psychologists who work with children who have been molested, only 5% of pedophiles ever get caught. Those are the only ones who would show up as a result of a fingerprinting scan. Given how the pedophile ranks are growing through chat rooms and child porn addiction, we need to up the ante with regard to protecting children. We should seriously consider requiring that anyone who works with children have to take a lie detector test where they are asked if they have ever sexually exploited a minor or if they watch child porn on a regular basis. For high-risk industries like corporations that manufacture drugs, they do require lie detector tests. Aren't our children the most precious entity we have? Lie detector tests are 98% accurate. I ran this idea by a couple of teachers, and at first they were uncomfortable with the idea. But after they thought about it, they agreed that if they were only asked if they had exploited a child, that would be a good thing because it would create more trust between parents and teachers. Right now, male teachers and coaches are treated with a lot of suspicion. We need to look at anyone who works with children, including clergy or anyone who wants to enter rabbinical school or the seminary. We need to know who we can and cannot trust with our children. We can stop the pedophiles in their tracks if we speak up when we run into pedophiles trying to legitimize who they are by calling themselves MAPS. Pedophilia should always be taught as a perversion, not a gender identity. There is no stronger instinct than the Papa Bear and Mama Bear instinct. So let's get to work and either start or join a local movement to stop them. Please help us raise awareness to prevent child exploitation by subscribing to this channel and liking and sharing this video. Thank you for watching.